Okay, if you've never been over to canva.com, just want to show you a really quick way to set a great background image for your Zoom videos for BNI meetings. So if you come in and create a design, you can do a custom dimension design, and you can do a 1920 by a 1080 so that you have a full definition high definition background, I should say. And as you come in and bring your background, it's going to be plain white. Now you can add whatever parts you want to it. So if you have different elements or different text, you can add text if you want to say something specific and be able to then have something that would be for your business that you could put in the background. If you wanted to add instead, you can delete that and you can delete this. And if you instead wanted to add some elements, you'll see that there's elements that you can put, different backgrounds, different things that you can do. Then you can come over here to uploads. When you go to uploads, you can bring in different uploaded images that you have. These are ones that I have specifically with our logo for BNI Tampa. And see, I can put a BNI Tampa logo now up in the top corner of this screen. Now, if I did that, just those simple things, put that one thing there, then I could do this. I could then download it, and it's telling me, do I want it in a JPEG or a PNG, or what form do I want it? PNG is what I would stick with, and then I would download. So now that it's preparing it, it's going to download it. It says, yes, I want to download it. So you can do all this with a free version. There you go. Now I have my background. Now if I go into my Zoom controls, it's very simple to be able to take that and put it into my Zoom. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to open up Zoom, and once I go into Zoom, I can then open up these settings. So in Zoom, I can go up into settings. So if you go here in preferences in Zoom, at least on a Mac, and you can do this the same in the PC, but you come here and you have now a virtual background. Now when I click this on, it's going to give my background and where I'm at right now. And so as you can see, I have my virtual background. I can now take this, add this to my background and say add an image. And as I add this image, I now have the opportunity to put it here. Well, I just downloaded it, so I know it's going to be in my downloads. If I go to my downloads and grab that image, drag it over here and drop it in, now I have my background. I say open that up, and now I have my background with my company logo right there. Now I'm using a virtual background. Your computer must have a good enough processor in order to pull that off. And you can see that it may not be as perfect. Well, one of the things you can do is you can say, if you have a green screen, I do have a green screen, but I also have a messy office, so I'm not going to use that, but I will go on like that. Now, I can also do this, mirror my video. See, now that doesn't work if you want to do your background. So really interesting ways to go in and put things. You can then put a background of our Tampa Bay area that we have here. We can also go and have none, right, and look normal, but I definitely don't want that. I want to have a professional looking background that I can use. With that, I can also turn on some front lighting, and look at the difference of what it makes when you turn on some front lighting. So just as a reminder that when you're doing video, lighting makes all the difference. So if you can get a light on that side, that is a ring light that I have. If I go up, you can probably see it on my glasses. There's a ring light. And so that way it just brings good. You can also do some adjustments with it, right? You can see how much the color changes. Those are different color settings on that. And I can get pretty oompa loompa, or I can get to a fairly normal, natural light. I can also go in adjusting it higher and higher for the color and the brightness of it. And I can bring that back down to a level when I see that it works well with the background. So anyway, most of the time you're not going to be looking at the actual screen camera. You're normally going to be looking down a little bit. So the adjustments that I would say is, as you look, keep your eyes in the same place. So if you do want to look straight into the camera, do it and look into the camera. If you're not going to be looking straight into the camera, look a little bit below it. If you're going to be reading off of a script for your weekly presentation or your feature presentation, you could have that just below it and reading it there. So hopefully that helps with having a background that you can put your logo on and keep it nice and clean and professional looking. Have a good one. Spencer Reynolds of BNI Tampa.